How's it going, everybody, and welcome back to Lead Therapy, and thank you so very much for taking time for tuning into my video. The stories I bring to you quite a few times a week, some of them will be new or relatively recent stories, but others could be a couple of years old. And I always make sure that I give the date of the stories when they originally were written or posted online. Yet I still have a couple of trolls that want to comment on those videos that they're old news. Something might be what people call old news, but also it is news that people have never heard of before. And in the case of this video is old news, but news that I had never heard of before until I came across it researching another story. This story was broken in 2019 when the Milwaukee Journal-Sentinel did an investigation. It revealed that thousands of firearms and firearm parts have been stolen from the ATF gun destruction facility in West Virginia. The only person that was charged with stealing the thousands of guns and gun parts was Christopher Lee Yates, 52, from Martinsburg. While he was working as a contract employee from 2016 to early 2019 at the ATF's National Disposal Branch in Martinsburg, Yates stole thousands of firearms parts, and ammunition. Yates sold much of the property to others across the country. The crimes caused ATF to issue more than 1,200 referrals across all 25 ATF field divisions in 49 of the 50 states, District of Columbia, and Puerto Rico. To date, the ATF recovered 4,625 pieces of stolen firearms and parts, including 4,000 firearms parts, 3,000 of which were slides, and at least 15 rifles, 80 handguns, including ATF duty weapons, between 10 and 15 AR-style lower receivers, and 4 machine guns. All the weapons had been sent to the U.S. Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms, and Explosives, National Firearms and Ammunition Destruction Branch in Martinsburg, West Virginia, to be shredded according to court documents. If you're wondering how the ATF found out that these guns and gun parts were missing, the ATF first learned of its security breach in February 2019 when the Philadelphia Police Department recovered a .40 caliber Glock handgun, the slide of which had been traced back to the ATF's National Firearms and Ammunition Destruction Branch in Martinsburg, West Virginia. Yates, who had access to the entire facility, would enter before other employees arrived and steal firearms and firearms parts. It's unclear how he smuggled the weapons out of the facility or why some of the firearms were falsely listed as being destroyed. Yates sold Glock slides for $30 a piece, along with complete firearms. He also gave other examples in his plea agreement, including a SIG P229 he sold to a contract maintenance worker at the facility for $300, and a Springfield 1911 he sold to the same worker for $450. That 1911 had been recovered at a criminal investigation in Florida. One of Yates' biggest clients was a Pennsylvania firearms dealer named Adam Schreiber. Between 2016 and 2019, Yates sold to Schreiber 15 rifles, 40 to 50 Sig Sauer handguns, 30 revolvers, and between 10 and 15 AR-type lower receivers, and 4 automatic weapons. Agents recovered in Yates' apartment $1,000 in government property, and they also found 2 firearms in his truck that he had stolen from the facility, including a fully automatic FNP-90. And in a follow-up to the story, the former security guard Christopher Lee Yates was sentenced to 14 years in prison by Chief U.S. District Judge Gina M. Groh. A couple of questions that I have, and I'd like to hear what you guys think in the comment section down below. Do you really think that this guy was the only one involved in this crime? And where in the hell was the security? Where are the checks and balances? And who lied that some of these firearms had been destroyed and then they find out they had been not, and this guy had stolen them and sold them? So thank you so much for watching the video. And if you liked the video or I gave you some information that you didn't know, please give the video a thumbs up, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and hit those post notifications. And I will see you in the next video.